What's up? We're back. Second week in a row, we're at the Ferguson Community Center. Wedding and ceremony today, so I've only got one of the tops here. I'm gonna set the other top up in Santa Claus, Indiana. We're gonna do the ceremony. The ceremony starts in 2.5 hours, so we got plenty of time. We're already set up, way ahead of schedule. Now we're just gonna play with the lights. I promised a review for these lights, and it's coming. I've got plenty of time now, so I'm gonna play with them, tell you guys what I think, and using MyDMXGo, the Trussut system, the Chauvet Intimidator Spot 260 review coming up. Drop a comment, make sure you subscribe, and we'll see. So we are using the MyDMXGo controller, and first to connect to the MyDMX interface / router, you've got to connect through the Wi-Fi channel. It's got its own Wi-Fi signal. Got mine plugged in. It says it's connected. Now that it shows that it's connected, you've got to go to the MyDMXGo app, to the 3 bars on the side, MyDMXGo, refresh, waiting for device to become available. Should be available. It's on. There we go. It's loading. Once it connects, there we have the lights going now. I need to turn the lights off. I'll turn the lights off so you can see the show. All right, lights are off. Now you can see the show on the floor. This is probably the swim motion or the circle motion within the MyDMXGo app. Don't look at my cords. I have not done cord management yet. Like I said, I've got plenty of time. So yeah, this is the circle motion. You can see the size. If you want to narrow it down, it doesn't move as much. And then the more you increase on here, the further range it has. I could still turn that light off more. I do have my dimmer down a lot, and that changes a lot. So back to this. You can change the colors. You can preset the colors down here. I could also change to where the lights are not hitting my booth. I'm fine with them the way they are right now. But anyways, spotlight. I'm gonna have to adjust that so that it's more centered. I'd like it to be over here. So using the spotlight feature, I can kind of, you can see me moving. And if that doesn't work, then what I do is I go into fixtures and I manually try to get the range where I would like it. That's not gonna work. And you can see the lights moving a little bit over there. We don't want, what I don't want, whenever I have the lights off or stationary, I don't want them shining in someone's eyes because they are really bright. But anyways, okay, so using the fixtures area, I got these dialed in to where I want them. So I'm pretty particular on first dances. I want there to be plenty of light, so I prism my spots and then bring the brightness up so that the photographers have enough lighting. If I don't want it reflective like that, then I can go back and alter the area so that it's just one spotlight from each and not 3 prisms, a prism light. But anyways, I digress. I just like there to be plenty of light for the first dance because that's very important for the photographers to get a clear shot. Anyways, PowerCon cables in the back, you can kind of see, and I hardwired my DMX to my MyDMXGo receiver transmitter because these are not wireless DMX, and I don't want to Donner cable these. I've heard that hardwiring them gives the best feedback, the best response time. So anyways, here you can play with everything, the different motions that there is, side to side, And there you can see it just goes side to side, switching. So you can see it's switching colors really fast. And you could change the speed here. That's faster. Slower. A little, that's fast. And then the speed on the lighting too. And you can see that it's switching slower now, even slower, and even slower there. So, I love these lights when they work properly. Sometimes it disconnects on the MyDMXGo. I've heard that you can get your own router. We'll see, might look into that. But for what I do, it's perfect for the spot lighting for the first dance, and that to me is very important. After that, you know, I kind of just play dance floor lighting, and it still looks good. I forgot to mention that I do have the Chauvet DJ Intimidator bag that fits both of them in there. This pocket's not big enough for the cords, and I wish it was bigger. That's one of my negatives of the product. Would I recommend the system that I have, the Chauvet Intimidator Spot 260, and then the 6.5 foot tall truss towers? I wouldn't recommend the truss towers because of how big of a pain in the rear end they are to set up. But I would recommend the Chauvet Intimidator Spot 260 because for me, I looked at affordability and how bright they were. They were 75 watts, and that is plenty for the venues that I do. There's going to be over 300 people here tonight, and these lights are going to be plenty. You could kind of see how deep the venue is, and the lights are plenty bright enough for this size of venue. Several people will be here. Do I think there are better options? Not really. I looked pretty in depth. I've made some charts on ADJ's, 3Z, their focus spots, and I found that Chauvet was a little bit more affordable. Basically same kind of product, and the 75 watt feature, I couldn't justify why I would need, as a solo operator DJ, why I would need 100 watt lights. So 75 watts is what I went with. I think even 50 watts would probably do the trick, but there's none out there with just 50 watts that I could find that were actually name brand. And so yeah, what I would recommend is looking into another option besides the truss system because of how long they take to put together. I'm thinking about, since I just moved closer to where a lot of my weddings are, just throwing them in the back of the truck and not breaking them down every time and putting them in their carry bags, because it's added a good probably 25 minutes to my setup time. So try to minimize that setup time. Try to maximize your time spent doing other things that you enjoy, because everyone in the DJ world hates setup and hates teardown. Setup's a little bit more fun than teardown, but teardown is terrible. So that's all.